Okay, we are 81 days out from the meet today, max effort bench day, and as worrisome as Saturday squats was with how bad it ended up being, both in loading and how it moved, I think that the food pull out is definitely doing what I wanted it to do, because when I woke up Sunday, I didn't feel like I got hit by a truck at all. I actually had pretty good energy through the day Sunday, and today being Monday, I feel a hell of a lot better. So I'm optimistic that we are going to right this ship. So let's get the bench out of the R rack and get the pads in, because we're floor pressing for today's max effort. And as stupid as the setup for floor press looks, it is by far my favorite way to set up a floor press that I've ever done, because we still get the nice tight J hooks of a combo rack, which you do not get if you're using a floor press out of a power rack with the power racks that they have here. And then by tossing the crash pads down, get a nice little squishy cush to allow some stack to the travel, and it just ends up feeling freaking fantastic. And if you hadn't noticed, I got the chains out because I am going to be floor pressing with chain today, so I got to figure out how to set the chain loaders up with the setup that won't be totally stupid. I think the deadlift floaters will be the best option for that, maybe.
And if you're new to the channel, this is me documenting everything it has taken and everything it will take to go from ripping my pec off the bone and getting it reattached all the way to hitting my lifetime goals on the platform. So far, we came back from that pec tear in under 9 months to hit an all-time PR total, then started the process of losing over 100 pounds of body weight so that we can build back better, which is what we are working on right now. Not a whole lot of this has been fun or easy, but my hope is by sharing the journey, you will be able to learn something that will make you a better lifter, and more importantly, it will show you that no matter how tough a situation looks, as long as you don't quit on yourself, it will get better.
Watching the floor press back on the last day that I ran it, was a little bit disappointed how shitty of a job I was at getting my elbows through. So I'm gonna make sure I got a better upper back set, and I'm gonna be mindful that on a floor press, because my rib cage is lower, I do need to pull the bar out a little bit further than I normally would. Unrack looks low right now, but it will get better as we put weight on. And Miana said I was doing a better job with the elbow than last time, and on the elbow pain that I've been kind of struggling with, felt pretty okay, so I'm optimistic.
Well, lift off.
I hope I don't. Be in bad shape if I need it for this. Could I afford to hang the chains lower? Could I afford to hang the chains lower? Because I don't want a ton at the bottom.
You don't want them to what at the bottom?
I want a full deload. I guess how far are the plates from the floor right now? Yeah, I can hang them lower. And the reason I'm modifying the chain setup here is I just want to relatively standardize it compared to the last time I ran a floor press with chain, so I have an idea of where things are at. So let's get this a run, and then I'll watch the tape back to make sure. Actually, I can just look and see that we're okay. And watching the tape back, that is close enough that it'll work, so we'll slap a red on. Also, I keep forgetting to say it on the vlog, but the new slime shirt is only available until Halloween, so grab one if you want one, don't if you don't. Link is below, FYI. And this will be a little bit of an aggressive jump with the chain, so we'll have to make sure we're somewhat awake for it, but we are planning on doing good today, so we should be good. Yeah, I think we're gonna do okay today. So I figure we'll go yellow, which will be the set where I find out if it's a similar case to squats, and I just suck with chains right now. Thank you. Also nice that it's easier to get down on this thing compared to the actual floor. And thinking I gotta slide under a little bit further than I have been. felt heavy, but less terrible than the squat did, that's for damn sure. Watch the tape back, definitely moved like air, and I do know I still can do a better job of getting more lat in, so we'll take a semi-aggressive jump. Because 3 weeks ago when we were on the floor presses, we finished with 375 without the chain on the bar. So if you go 375 with the chain, we'll know we're doing okay. That's good. Do your thing. Put it on. Gonna drop the camera down so I have a better angle in case this is the top set. But, I mean, if this is a top set, like, I'll be very okay with it. I also want to put some sauce on it so we can take another jump, though.
There we go.
We're going 405. And that was 100% me remembering how to floor press. And I'll keep the setup in the video so you guys can see what I'm talking about. But the difference between that set and the previous is, I guess I don't know how visually available it will be to see, but the difference from my end was I really just fought harder for the lat pull, try to lift my chest up higher before the unrack, and it felt so much freaking better. I'm hoping that this is even a better camera angle for this set.
Go there. Yeah. There you go.
Just watch the tape back, and I mean, that one did freaking boogie. Did kind of feel the elbow, but like no worse than I felt the elbow on the bar with the chains alone. So I am very tempted to go up, but I'm also remembering that I don't necessarily need to go up. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the bathroom and do some hard thinking while I'm in the bathroom, and then we'll come back and decide if we're going up or not. Talked to Cole on the way back from the bathroom. He just competed on the weekend, got beat by Joel, which, I mean, Joel probably should have beat him, but he did say that it will make him happy if I go up, so we're going 425. And I am a little bit nervous because this will be the most we pressed so far this training cycle in just straight weight, not mentioning the chains, but this is also going to be the most total weight I've pressed since the pec tear, so yeah. Nerves are fun though, so we'll embrace it. Let's go.
Stand on the back. Yeah, right there. Okay. Stand back.
Don't need it.
Right?
Don't need it.
Yeah. Come on. It's good. Come on. There we go. Yeah.
Oh, got stuck.
That is a 20-pound all-time PR on that floor press setup, which is making me super confident that bench is going to be huge in December. But the reason bench is rolling so well right now is I'm doing the exact same things for myself that I'm getting every single person in the team to do. That is ensuring that my main work is appropriate for my levers and what I need to build. I'm making sure that my accessories are targeting my weak points. And then I'm doing the movement prep outside of training to ensure that I can train as hard as I need to without being limited by pain. And if you're feeling stuck in training and don't know what you should be doing, hit link below, join the team, because I want to be able to give you daily individualized coaching so that you can reach your full potential. And to show you how good the team is, right now we're running a 7-day free trial, so you can join, get coaching from me absolutely free for a week. And if you're stoked, stick around. If you're not, you can cancel, no sweat.
And I mean, watch the tape back. That one did freaking boogie, which does make me very tempted to go up again, but I also know that with finally starting to feel good again, I probably don't want to be purposefully doing something that will cook me, and that is enough weight on the bar to know that bench is very freaking on track right now. So we will move on to the JMs and crank on those guys. And we'll keep the chain on the bar, which should hopefully make it continue to be elbow friendly. And if this feels good, we will be going up. Probably should raise the rack height up a little bit. And that is freaking embarrassing because the chain was probably hard enough on its own, so we'll run at least one more set just here. I realized I said at least one more set here, but what I meant by that is if by some sort of Christmas miracle this feels way better, we'll go up for another one, but if this also kind of feels like shit, we'll keep her here and get some okay work in without blowing the arm up. Maybe it is a Christmas miracle because that one did feel way better, so we'll slap a quarter on. And I'm trying to save Buddy over there from having to bench on the Panada combo because it's a little bit wonky, so this is a little bit less rest than I would have loved. And 205 is probably aggressive jump, so hopefully we don't die. You could have spot this. Just might catch up fast with the chain.
Okay.
So don't need a handoff, but just if I die, save me.
Yeah, I'll save you from death.
Went much better than expected. Was a little bit nervous, but went okay. Thank you. Yeah, that was a pleasant surprise with how well we did on that set. And I think with how the floor press felt, with how that JM felt, elbow rehab work is definitely working, so we're going to keep working it. And for that, we are snagging a dumbbell and bringing it over here again because the dumbbell section is right full, so we can crank on some of those PJR pullovers. Getting a bit adventurous and starting with the 65 here today because all of the little tiny dumbbells that I wanted to grab were taken because the dumbbell section is so full, so hopefully I don't die. Oh, we are so good. Might grab an 80 next. Keep trying to make eye contact with Darrell, but he won't look at me. Oh, there we go.
I can't get hard ending the set.
Yeah, we'll grab an 80. Never mind, snag the bench, snag the 80, so we'll crank. Cam placement might be a little bit awkward though, so we'll see if this works. Man, that elbow is doing pretty good. Like, if I was trying to not be cautious with loading it, we'd probably grab a hundo with how this feels, but we'll get some reps in. Yeah, satisfied customer. And with that done, time for the world's heaviest pec deck adventure. Starting off a little bit more aggressively, but hopefully not too aggressive, so we'll see how she feels. Pecs have been feeling really good lately, so we're gonna keep jamming on this. Well, I mean, they didn't feel good on the dips, but that's a dip. They feel really good on bench, so yeah, we'll keep jamming on this. We'll go up a little bit. And with that first one feeling half decent, gonna go 65 kilo, which is the most loaded on this thing, so hopefully I don't die. I'm probably more nervous for this than I was for the top set on floor press. That is such a big squeeze. Ah! I'm okay with that. And next up, gotta touch at least a little bit of delt today for the sake of not having tiny little embarrassing shoulders. And since being here and having like really good side delt machines, I've been doing way more side delts than I ever have in my powerlifting career, and I'm not sure if it is helping out with bench that much, but with how bench is going, we're gonna keep on cranking them. Good enough for set one. And because we have been a little bit irresponsible with loading on everything else, gonna keep her here for set two for the sake of not totally roasting myself on everything. But I mean, we'll still give this a good crank. Also realizing that the lighting got a little bit worse with the sun moving, so we'll hurry up and get this done anyways. Good enough. And for today's lat slot, gonna try out a real pull down for the first time in a little while, just because I'm generally curious how it feels after running the machines for the last little bit. Can definitely go up a little bit. Joel's over on the other side running narrow grip pull downs right now, and I was just joking with him because Paul Carter says narrow grip pull downs aren't optimal, and I find that silly. But I want to be very clear. The reason I'm doing the wide grip isn't because I think the narrow grip isn't optimal or not useful for lat growth. Wide grip, more specific to squat tension, so that's my excuse. Acceptable?
I'm going to do a proper back, so that's
Yeah.
also probably wrong.
Yeah. And the pull down that I was on got snagged while I was over making fun of Joel, so we'll have to do the awkward thing and talk to a stranger. Pull down successfully reacquired. I'm actually pretty okay with how that felt. Like, when it is open again, I might have to use it again. And we'll get back on the ridiculously heavy thingamabobber for rears. And I forget what I used on this last time, so we'll do a couple feelers. Can definitely go up, but a couple warm-up reps never hurt nobody. And I should probably get in the habit of doing more warm-up-y feeler sets with how the JMs went today. Anyways, 40 kilos on the machine, so this one will probably be a little bit aggressive. Yeah. Try not to grunt because Johnny's over there and he'll make fun of me. I'm okay with this. we'll leave it there for set 2. I got up and talked to him, and they didn't hear my grunting, so we might let her out a little bit more in set 2 because I swear it does make it easier. Feels awkward. Can't do it. There we go. Time for ready. Very stoked with how these are progressing, and the biggest reason that I brought them back in is I'm feeling like my bench spread into the bar wasn't as strong as it needed to be, and I'm very happy to report that since bringing these back in, spread sensation has gotten a lot better, so we will keep them rolling. And with the dumbbell section still being pretty freaking busy, we're back over here for the stretchy, squeezy, feel good incline curls. Feels like this angle might be a big stretch today, but we'll find out here shortly. No, that's appropriate. We'll be fine. I'm okay with that for set number 1. The other day when I posted the reel on the line cable hip flexor raise, had some dude comment that the exercise sucks because it gave him psoas syndrome. And that reminded me of the first time that I ever tried these was about 10 years ago, because Muscle Block posted that they're really good for shoulders and getting out of the squat bar better, feeling better in bottom end of bench. And my dumbass tried them, loaded them way too heavy, blew my freaking bicep tendons up, and my shoulders were pissed for like a month straight, and I blamed the exercise and was like, this is a stupid exercise, I'm never going to do them again. But thankfully, I've gotten smarter since then, and when we're doing an exercise that is supposed to challenge a vulnerable position, the goal isn't to just max and work as hard as we can the first go. The goal is just to establish that we can tolerate the position, and that means if you've never done one of these before, it would be unwise to grab the heaviest dumbbells you can, start really light, run the reps high, let yourself build tolerance, progressively add weight to them, and you'll find they become very useful for making shit feel better and not just something that will make it feel way worse. But I'm gonna shut up now and do set number 2. And we'll see if we can do a better job of embracing that length on this one. Another thing to pay attention to here is I'm keeping my shoulder blades packed down, keeping my head driven back, so all the stretch is going into my shoulders and not just like rounding forward to make it easier on me, even though I did that rep, but that was a demonstration of what not to do, so don't do that. And I know I did run these last Wednesday as an experiment, but I only want to have one twist twist slot per week, and I figure with this being harder than the twist twist machine, we should probably run the Russian twists on this day. I hate how hard this is body weight. In my defense, I am pretty fat right now. And coming up, because we would have got stuck at the bottom if we went much further. Dreading getting in this thing for round 2, but we gotta suck it up. We need to get better at that. But, I mean, that is the name of the game with everything that we are doing in here. And what I got to remember after today is, number 1, I am so grateful to be back to being damn near all-time strong on bench after the pec tear, after all the weight loss. It is so freaking cool to be able to say that. Now, what I need to also remember with that is when I was in the pit of the diet, bench was atrocious. Like I was stuck in low threes jail. Everything felt terrible. Nothing felt right. And bench came back very, very, very rapidly. With that, what I am reminding myself is that squat feeling as bad as it does right now, as long as I don't quit, as long as I keep doing the work, as long as I keep trying to find it, I know that I am going to find it. Now, it might not be as soon as I want it to be, but every week these last few weeks has been that little bit closer. And I think if we do a better job of managing the fatigue so we're not cooking ourselves on deadlift day, if we do a better job of rotating the accessory so we're not burning the shit out of our knees on the hack squat every single week. And I probably should have been talking about this more, but it's not like I have knee pain, because it's not really painful. It's just that when I push the hack squat hard, it's like my knees feel like sticky, crunchy, like it doesn't want to go into deep knee flexion for like the next 10 or so days, which has been part of the problem with the squats. And that's the big reason I wanted to run the pendulum this week. So I was thinking I probably could push that a little bit harder and not have the knee crunch. And I'm happy to report that the knee crunch is definitely less crunchy feeling today. So I might explore running the hack squat again and just see if it is like a food thing or if it is the movement selection. But either way, the moral of the story is if I do not quit, we are still going to have a good meet. So we sure as shit are not going to quit right now, especially with deadlifts being where they were, especially with bench being where it is. Like, we're still going to have a good total. And even if it means that this is the first meet ever that I out deadlift my squat, that might be a sign of progress in some other regards. But we're gonna get the squat back. I am very confident that I will not be sad come that third attempt on meet day. So we gotta just keep doing the thing in order to get there. But that's what I got for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Peace out. Have a good night, and I will see you in the team.